Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with AFC Bournemouth. We are in the middle of March, start of March, 7th of March is the start of March, isn't it? And things are still going very well for us. We've played a few matches in between episodes, starting off with a 2-1 victory against Newcastle in the FA Cup 4th round, setting up a 5th round match against Blackburn, which we'll get to in a minute. Kev and Emerson Hindman with the goals for us here. Then against Brighton in the league, it was just a 1-0 victory, but it was a good 1-0 victory. Dominic Solanke with the goal. Mitchell Dix getting an 8.9 in this one. Against Manchester United, arguably our best performance against one of the top 6. We still lost, but we played a lot better. Only losing 1-0, a Scott McTominay goal. Then up against Aston Villa in the league, the team who are currently bottom of the table and have been there since the start of the season. A 4-1 victory here. Stefan Posch with his first league goal of the season. Sam Surridge scoring a penalty as well. Mitchell Dix and Philip Billing with the goals for us. And then against Blackburn in the FA Cup 5th round, Surridge once again on the score sheet. A brace from Mitchell Dix and Callum Wilson scoring his first goal in about 8 or 9 matches. So the victory against Blackburn has set up an FA Cup 6th round tie, which I think is the quarter-final, up against Man City. So we're not going to go any further in that one. Today, we're going to be up against Burnley, who are currently 19th place in the table, and Everton, who are sat bang smack in the middle of it. We are currently sat 7th place, a long way ahead of 8th place Wolves, 11 points to be precise, and just 2 points off of a Europa League spot. League Cup, by the way, Tottenham won it. I know I mentioned that Tottenham weren't going to be going to the final. They won 4-0 against Leicester in the second leg, then beat them on penalties, and then beat Arsenal in the final. So, I think it means Europa League spots might be 6th and 7th. I'm not quite sure. We're on to Sunday the 8th of March now to play our match against Burnley. Everyone else in and around us appears to have played apart from Arsenal. Obviously, Palace as well, but they're way too far away to really do anything. Arsenal, realistically, too far away as well. Interestingly, Chelsea didn't win their game. I think they potentially drew. Yeah, they drew 0-0 with Manchester City, which means if we win here, we will move up to 6th. The starting lineup we will be going for then. In goal will be Jack Butland, Kev, Posch, Ake and Dix will be the back four. Posch has kind of worked his way into the starting 11 very quickly, which is good. Jefferson Lerma will be the defence midfielder. There was some interest in Jefferson. It was Guangzhou Evergrande, I believe the Chinese team, put an offer of about £40 million, tried to get 60 out of them. They weren't having it. He's not going anywhere, maybe in the summer. Lewis Cook and Seko Fofana will be the central midfielders with David Brooks as the advanced playmaker. Solanke and Wilson will be our 2 strikers, and I've just seen on the bench we've got 2 central defenders and a right back and only 1 central midfielder. I've just put Emerson Hindman on the bench instead of Jack Stacey. Is it Jack Stacey? It is Jack Stacey. Now, being that we've scored 8 goals in our last 2 games, I'm hoping for another 4 goals in this one. And up against a Burnley side, who are currently sat 19th place in the table with only Aston Villa below them, I think we're probably good enough to get another 4 in this match. Early highlight for Brooks to take a free kick. It's towards the back post. It was Posch who was there. I was going to say Ake, but Posch was the one who leapt highest. Now Pope in goal for Burnley. We're still not beyond a minute yet. Kicks it well over the halfway line. Kev collects it. He's played it forward. Finds Solanke, who was somehow onside and not quite sure how. Posch to Kev on the right. He's got some space if he's going to use it. He runs down the right-hand side. Holds up play. Now Lewis Cook crossed into the middle. And Callum Wilson is there for his 13th goal of the season. 1 minute and about 7 seconds on the clock. We are in front against Burnley. Throw in for Mitchell Dix. Finds Wilson with loads of space. Back to Dix, the Dutch left-back. Inside, Jefferson Lerma. Plays the ball all the way across to try and find Kev. Can't do it. Lewis Cook intercepts the header though. Now Kev does get the ball on the right hand side. Cuts inside. Lewis Cook from outside the area goes for goal. I think it hit the post and goes wide. Pope with a goal kick for Burnley. We are almost on the 20-minute mark. Header forward from Ake to Fofana. Back to Nathan Ake. Now Stefan Posch, who I think since we've signed him, I said it wasn't a good signing. I think he's proven me wrong. He seems to be doing alright at the moment. Kev with the ball. Posch once again. Ball forward, doesn't find a Bournemouth player, but manages to somehow find its way to Brooks. Brooks is just going to run forward. He's probably going to go for goal himself, and he really shouldn't have. Kev's throw deep in his own half. Back to the central defender, Stefan Posch. Lerma, Cook. Plays it forward and finds Callum Wilson, who can take a few touches and get round his man. He's going to go into the area. He's gone down under a challenge from Tarkowski. It's probably going to be a penalty after some VAR. Yes, it is. Callum Wilson steps up to take it for his second goal of the game. It's into the bottom corner, but only just. We are now 2-0 up after 21 minutes. Throw in for Burnley. Taylor to Westwood, back to Charlie Taylor. Crosses in early. Ake heads clear. Don't know why he really did it. Jack Cork crossed in and Rodriguez is there. Butland holds on to the ball. No, he doesn't. It's a free kick because Jay Rodriguez was offside. Butland to Posh. Forward to Lerma. Now on the ground to Brooks, back to Lerma, who can just lump the ball forward towards Callum Wilson for a hat-trick into the area. Goes for goal. I don't know whether that took a deflection or was a really bad shot. Butland with a goal kick to Posh, still inside their own area. I don't know, is that even legal? Are you allowed to do that? Kev with the ball, gets round his man. He's going to run into some space. He's gone for goal, hasn't he? Why did he go for goal? Gudmundsson is going to collect the ball for Burnley, but the clearance isn't great. Mitchell Dix to Jefferson Lerma. Ake inside the Burnley half. Both our central defenders inside the Burnley half. Cross in from Kev, and Callum Wilson's effort is just wide off the post for his hat-trick. I think Callum Wilson's going to get a hat-trick in this match. He's got to, surely. Half-time, it has been all the cherries. 2-0 at half-time, 2 goals from Wilson. 14 shots, just 5 on target, but it doesn't matter. 2 of them have gone in. As usual, I've done no changes at half-time. I will probably be bringing off David Brooks at some point and also probably bringing on Joshua Zirkzee at some point as well. We have a throw-in with Kev. Taylor cuts it out, but Kev does get the ball back. Little back heel to Lerma. Where is the Colombian going to go? He's being forced out wide. Plays it back to Stefan Posch, the Austrian. Plays the ball across. Can't get over Chris Wood, but does get the ball back. Now finds the Dutch central defender Ake, who's just lumped the ball forward. Wilson's going to chase down Loughton. Loughton gets it forward. Gudmundsson. He's cutting inside. Jack Cork to Loughton once again. Back across. Loughton again with the ball. Burnley trying to find their way through. Joey Gudmundsson all the way across now to the left-hand side, but Kev is going to keep that in play. And now he's just going to break down that right-hand side. Plays a lovely through ball to Solanke, who's one-on-one with the keeper. And it's a one-on-one that always doesn't go in. Brooks steps up to take our corner just before the hour mark. It's Wilson's there. It is just wide off the mark. It is still 2-0. It's time for Joshua Zirkzee to come on for Dominic Solanke. We're also going to do the David Brooks change. Going to give Josh King a run out as the advanced playmaker. That strike force is it's pretty good, isn't it? We do have one final substitution to do, and I'm thinking it's probably going to be Seko Fofana at some point, probably for Philip Billing. Approaching the final 10 minutes, Burnley with the ball inside their own half. Ben Mee is just going to run straight past Kev because Kev was too busy marking somebody else. Mee has got loads and loads of space to run into. He's just going to go all the way. He's going to George Weah it, isn't he? It's a great save from Jack Butland. The play is going to carry on. Dix and Ake managed to steal the ball away, though. Final substitution, Fofana off for Billing. That's probably more of a time-wasting sub than a tactical one at this point. Kev to take the throw to Zirkzee, heads back to Kev, who I still can't say his surname, so I'm not going to bother trying. Kev once again. Long ball forward. Wilson flicks the head down, but Tarkowski's going to intercept it and play it all the way back to the goalkeeper, who can take a first-time boot upfield. Jefferson Lerma heads forward. Callum Wilson tries to steal the ball away. We do end up having the ball, though, through Mitchell Dix, who almost loses out as well. Lerma, Ake, Posh now up forward toward Joshua Zirkzee, who's not going to get hold of the ball. King also loses out to Ben Gibson. Cook managed to steal the ball away. Zirkzee to Wilson. Is he going to get his hat-trick? He's not going to get his hat-trick because he tried to chip it over the goalkeeper and it was never going to happen. Full time then, we win 2-0. Callum Wilson really should have got a hat-trick. I mean, I don't know how many times we're going to be missing these one-on-ones. I don't know whether there's going to be an updated patch or anything. There has to be one soon. You'd think maybe Wednesday, Thursday time they'd probably be looking at releasing one. So maybe the next episode we might have a patch, which means one-on-ones we can actually start scoring them. Well, that victory then does move us up into 6th place in the table. 1 point behind Manchester City in 5th, 2 points behind Tottenham Hotspur in 4th, and 3 points behind 3rd place Manchester United. Next up then is going to be a match up against Everton, who have managed to move up the table slightly up into 9th place. We might also be getting our youth intake soon, but I pointed out at the end of the last episode that it's not going to be a good youth intake. So if it turns up, I'll show it. If it doesn't, you're probably not going to see it this season. Match number 2 then of the episode, away from home up against Everton up on Merseyside. They've dropped back down to 10th place. We've had no news about our youth intake, which I'm expecting will probably be between now and the next episode. If there is anything big that turns up in that youth intake, which there won't be, but if there is, I will make sure that I will tell you at the start of the next episode. The starting lineup we're going to go for today then. In goal will be Jack Butland, Kev, Cook, Ake and Dix will be the back four today. Going to give Posh a little bit of a rest. Steve Cook, obviously, I think he's club captain, so it kind of makes sense for him to be starting more often than our 22-year-old Austrian new signing. Philip Billing, Lewis Cook, Jefferson Lerma and David Brooks will be the midfield today, with Solanke and Wilson up front. So Posh and Fofana have been dropped. On the bench we do have youngster Jake Scrimshaw, who has played a couple of matches, I think both in either the League Cup or the FA Cup. He's been playing as an attacking midfielder, but he is a striker by trade. I might bring him on, just for a laugh. Everton then, who you'd probably say are performing above expectations going on how they've started this season, up in 10th place. We are performing well above our expectations in 6th place currently. I'm hoping we can pick up another 3 points. Early highlight for Everton. Sigurdsson plays the ball all the way across to find Sidibe. Forward to Richarlison on that right hand side. He's got 2 Bournemouth players for company. Still manages to get the ball across to Delph, whose shot is deflected. And now the counter attack can find Wilson, who has to score. Of course he doesn't bloody score. It was a 1-on-1. Corner to be taken by David Brooks. It's towards the centre. It's cleared. Cook's going to get there. Down to his namesake Lewis Cook. Jefferson Lerma's effort is inches wide of the far post. Pickford with the goal kick for Everton. 17 minutes on the clock. Kev controls it, plays it all the way back to our English goalkeeper Jack Butland. Forward to Dix, heads down to Jefferson Lerma but loses out. Dix though intercepts the misplaced pass. Brooks ball over the top to Wilson, takes a touch, goes for goal. He's hit the bar because it's a 1-on-1. Kev's going to get the chance though, and Kev's effort is just wide of the post. Corner for Everton a few minutes later. It's at the back post for Bamin? Don't know. Not sure who that man is. Half an hour on the clock now. Pickford with a free kick. Over the halfway line. Kev heads down, being unchallenged. I don't know why they keep doing that. Iwobi on the left-hand side. Plays it into towards the middle and Sigurdsson is there. We just fell asleep. We're 1-0 down. Throw in for Mitchell Dix on the left-hand side. Billing to Lewis Cook. Plays the ball all the way across to Kev, who needs to make up from his misplaced header, which basically cost us the goal. It's Jefferson Lerma on the end of the cross, but it is over the bar. Final few minutes on the lead up to half-time. Kev has just picked up his 16th yellow card of the season. 16! Think that might be a bit of a bug as well. Half-time, Callum Wilson, 6.5. You might be coming off sooner rather than later, and it might be Jake Scrimshaw coming on. Which is probably a bad thing to do when you've got, what's his name? It's not King. It is King on the bench. King's on the bench. Dix with the ball. First highlight of the second half. Is something going to come from this? Crosses in. Headed clear. Sigurdsson gets it clear further, but Billing plays it forward. Brooks now doesn't find Solanke, and now Everton can potentially break with Moise Keane. Back to Yerry Mina. Now Alex Iwobi, the Arsenal or former Arsenal player, goes for goal. Butland makes a save. It's an exciting and very quick start to the second half. Corner for Everton. Sigurdsson steps up to take it towards the middle. Steve Cook heads clear. It's coming back in though. Mason Holgate is in the area, facing the wrong way. Finds Richarlison, loses out to Mitchell Dix, who just lumps the ball upfield. I'm going to say get creative. Is that going to work? Oh, it did. Everyone was inspired. Pickford with a free kick outside his own area. Finds Iwobi on the left-hand side, who can play the ball across to Richarlison on the right-hand side. It's gone a bit further right to find Sidibe. Is he going to get round his man? Doesn't try, goes back instead. In the middle to Sigurdsson. Lewis Cook has stolen the ball away. And now Wilson just about manages to keep it in play and gets round his man as well. Cross-field ball. Kev's not going to get there, is he? Kev, put your foot down. Kev just gives up. And Digny, I'm not sure how to say his name, plays it through to Moise Keane. And it's 2-0. Kev has made 2 mistakes now. That was one there. He gave away the header as well for their goal. I'm not sure how. Kev's on a 7.1. Butland's on a 6.4. Wilson's coming off. Scrimshaw's coming on. I don't know why we're doing Scrimshaw, but we're doing it. We've got a highlight. I'm not really sure why we have a highlight. Kev crosses the ball in. It's gone out for a goal kick. It wasn't a very good cross, and it wasn't even a highlight. Holgate with a free kick on the centre spot, finds Digny on the left-hand side, spreads the ball all the way across to Sidibe on the right-hand side. Mitchell Dix with a great sliding tackle, steals the ball away. Long ball finds Jake Scrimshaw, who gets tackled by Mason Holgate, and Jordan Pickford has just picked up a pass back, because that was a tackle. How was he allowed to pick that up? Drops the ball at his feet and kicks it well over the halfway line. Dix controls it, not very well though. Sidibe doesn't quite lose out to Jefferson Lerma, and Everton keep hold of the ball. Mina, one of the central defenders for Everton, ball over the top for Moise Keane. He's one-on-one with the keeper, kind of. He hits the bar. It's come to Iwobi. He's going to go for goal. Butland has made a save. It's going to be a corner. This is going to be the first match against someone who isn't considered one of the top 6 that we're going to lose in the league, isn't it? It's going to be the first one. Every other defeat, all 9 of them have been against the top 6 so far. Kev with a ball on the right-hand side. Tries to play it in the middle but can't manage it. We've just been bad. Moise Keane once again. Is he going to do it again? He doesn't, because Jack Butland has made a save. Corner for Sigurdsson to take. It's towards the middle. Ake can get it clear. Now David Brooks. Is he going to run off? He's not going to run off. We do have another highlight immediately. Lewis Cook with the ball for us. Running forward with a bit of purpose. Across to Lerma, back to Billing. Where are we going? What are we doing? Losing the ball apparently. And now Everton can potentially break. And by potentially, they will break. Iwobi. He's running one-on-one with the keeper. Is he not going to score? I mean, I'm glad that the one-on-ones are occasionally broken for the AI as well. I just like them to not be broken for us all the time. Corner for Sigurdsson to take towards the centre once again. Brooks is going to get the clearance and the highlight is going to end. Demand more. I'm not sure what's just happened there. There was a free kick that just went wide. And that was the whole highlight. Just the end of the free kick. We didn't even see the free kick being taken. Kev takes our free kick, finds Mitchell Dix on the left-hand side. Still plenty of time. 15 minutes to play. That is enough time to find 2, maybe 3 goals. Kev on the right-hand side. He's got 3 in the box. Back to Lewis Cook, back to Kev. Crosses in to nobody. Lerma. Now Mitchell Dix. He's got 3 in front. 4 in front, in fact. Brooks to Lerma. To Solanke. He goes for a shot. Billing is going to get the clearance. Lerma to Dix. 2 in the middle. Cross it in, Dix. Doesn't bother. Lerma. Dix. Cross it in. Someone. Cross it in. Scrimshaw with the ball. Now to Brooks, who has acres of space and somehow still doesn't manage to put the ball into the back of the net. We've just been bad. We've been real bad. The chances we've had, we've done nothing with them. And I don't understand how some of our players, like Kev, how was Kev on a 7.4? Don't know what he's done to deserve a 7.4, because he's given away both the goals and not actually set anything up for us. So the 7.4, I think, might be a bit of a lie. Full time then. 50 shots between the two teams. That's definitely broken. 2-0 defeat. Our first defeat against a team that isn't one of the big 6. And I'm not going to be disappointed. I'm going to be angry, because you weren't very good, team. How did he get a 7.4? Really? Well, that result means we haven't moved anywhere in the table, more down to the fact that Chelsea haven't played their match yet. They will be playing on the Sunday? They are playing on the Sunday against bottom of the table Aston Villa. So, next episode will be 7th place. Or say next episode, come the end of Sunday, we'll be down into 7th place once again. That is going to do it then for this episode. A 2-0 win and a 2-0 defeat against Burnley and then Everton. Next episode, we are going to go forward to Liverpool and Arsenal. And we're not going to win either of those 2 matches, are we? Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2020 with AFC Bournemouth. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. And I'll be back next time with more Football Manager 2020.